Good morning, student. Today in theme 9, we will start to continue the topic protest movement. This is part 10. Now, under the protest movement, today we will discuss about the Ludism. This is called the Ludism movement in 1811 to 1817. 7 years. It is a movement led by General Ned Ludd. Very important line for 1 mark, that who started the Luddism movement. General Ned Ludd. It was not only an assault or attack on machines. Its participants demanding the minimum wages and control over the labor of women and children. Work for those who have lost job by the coming of machines. So these were the demands of the workers on that time under the leadership of General Ned Ludd. The right to form trade unions so that they could legally present their demands. Okay, so all these were the demands of the workers under the Ned Ludd. Now, during the early years of industrialization, the working population had no right to vote, no legal method to express their anger. So they want the political rights on that time. In August 1819, 80,000 people gathered peacefully at St. Peter's Field in Manchester to claim, but now what's their demand again in 1819? To claim democratic rights of political organization, that to form the political organization, then public meetings should be allowed, then freedom of press. So all these were the rights or demands of the people, those who gathered, 80,000 people gathered peacefully at the St. Peter's Field in Manchester. Now they were suppressed very brutally, and it came to be known as the Peterloo Massacre. Thousands of the people were injured and died. The rights they demanded were denied by 6 acts passed by the Parliament in the same year. After Peterloo, need to make House of Commons considered. Combination Act were replaced in 1824 to 25. Now the government, after this measure, the government passed some acts. Acts means laws. Now the reforms through laws. Laws passed in 1890. Now the which one? The first one is prohibited the employment of children under the age of 9 in the factories. Okay. Then limited the hours of work of those between the age of 9 and 16 to 12 hours a day. So the children from 9 to 16, they were work only the 12 hours a day. But laws lacked power of its enforcement. But they were not giving any type of the power. But up to 1833, many children under 9 were employed in the factories. After intense protest by workers, an act was passed which that limited hours of work for child labor and provided a number of factories inspectors to ensure the act enforcement. That inspectors watch out, or that the industrialists, they were not giving that much more time. Okay, and see that the child labor, their hours should be limited there. In 1847, 10 hours bill passed, that the only the all the workers, they were doing the work only for the 10 hours. They limited the hours for women and the children also. 10 hours a day for male workers. These acts introduced only in textile industry. The Mines Commissions in 1842 revealed that working condition in mines had actually very worse. More children had been put in coal mines. Mines and Collieries Act of 1842 banned children up to the age of 10 and women working in underground. So in 1847, children under the age of 18 and the women not work more than 10 hours in the coal mine. These acts to be enforced by factory inspectors, and it was difficult to do. Inspectors paid poorly and easily bribed by factory managers. So these inspectors, they were not doing their work honestly. Parents lied about the real age of children. Okay, they were not showing the actual age of their children so that they could work and contribute to family income. That's why the parents, they were lied their real age of the children, that they could work in the factories. Okay, student, now your this topic is complete. The last topic only left of this chapter, which we will complete in our next video. Thank you.